Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan. If you didn't know, now you know. And we have nail polish from Saviland. If you don't know who Saviland is, you're living under a rock. They make all kinds of gels, all kinds of acrylics, all kinds of nail tools, and nail polish. And I've been wanting to try their polish. As you know, I do polish mostly, in theory. So I've got this. It is a 6-piece holographic collection, if you will. It's made with castor oil, which is something they seem to be using in a lot of their products recently. And so we are gonna check it out. Here is the back. Pause to read if you would like. But it does say it is vegan, cruelty-free, and non-toxic. There's a list of ingredients. Now, it is recommended here that you use a base coat, wait 60 seconds between layers, do 2 coats, and then wait 60 seconds after and use a top coat. Now I'm going to tell you, you are going to want to still be careful with your nails after that 60 seconds because nail polish takes a while to harden. And here's some other information if you want to look at it and all their socials, and you can find them everywhere. Let's open this. It does come with this little instruction booklet. You probably can't see what's on here. I can't see what's on here. Let's turn some light up. And that's not going to help you, but maybe this page is not super readable. But here are some pictures you can interpret. I think most of us know how to use nail polish in general. And then they're in this little plastic thing. Let's get them out. So here are the polishes. This one is called Holographic Silver, Holographic Rose, Holographic Black, Holographic Red, Holographic Gold, and Holographic Purple. Here are the bottles. They are 10 milliliter, which is a fair size, not the biggest nail polish, but also not the smallest. And I'm not going through that much nail polish anyway, so that's perfectly fine for me. I am a huge fan of Saviland. I have all kinds of Saviland products and even all kinds of Saviland videos if you want to check those out. And I will, of course, leave the link in the description for this. This came from Amazon. I don't have a code, unfortunately, but you can often get these things on sale, and the prices are great to start. I made some swatches, so let's look at those. We'll scoop this up a smidge. Now these are with 2 coats. There is no top and base. Let's zoom in a little bit. So this is the Holo Silver. Now you can see the Holo is not super bright, but it is a linear Holo, and that's the one that makes kind of a line. And so here's the rose one. You can see that Holo a little bit more. I wonder if that light being on makes it worse or better. Let's try something. Okay, I think when it's off, you can kind of see it a little bit when I do it like this. So that's how we'll look at it. So that's that one. And then here's the black one. Okay, yeah, you can definitely see that Holo there. And the red, the gold, and the purple. Now you can see these are a bit sheer. You can see through them. This is 2 coats, which is the amount they recommend, but some polishes are designed to be sheer. So it does not mean that they aren't good quality or that there's something wrong with them. It is just the formula. But if you want to build it up to more opacity, you can always put more coats. For today's nail design, we're actually just going to be using these, the black one and the gold one. And I've got us some fun little stones. We're going to do something simple and cute. This video is going to be relatively short, but that's all right. Quick and easy nails are fantastic. Let's get my nails ready. So I don't normally show you this part, but I am going to put on a peel off base coat. We're going to use the Orly One Night Stand, and then I am going to seal that in with the Orly Polish Shield. I do this on top of these nails so that I don't have to remove these, but it makes the paint easy to take off when I'm ready to do something different. And I love painting my nails, so I do it constantly. I've had 2 different nail sets on in the last 2 days, but they were basic, so they came off quickly, and I wanted to try these polishes out. Anyway, so let's do that. With this peel off base coat, it's really only necessary to have one layer. You can do two if your nails are particularly resistant to removing product. Now, you don't want to go too thin with these layers though, because then it doesn't have the strength and structural integrity to peel. It'll just tear apart as you're trying to get it off. So you do want to get a good amount on here. Not so much that it's running everywhere, but definitely enough that it is spreading in a thick-ish layer. Also, be mindful, peel off base coat takes forever to dry. It doesn't dry like normal nail polish. Like, it's gonna be 5 or 10 minutes before this is dry enough for you to put a quick dry top coat on, and you do need that. You can't just do this and then move on with your life, because it is not strong enough on its own for sustainability. It'll just peel up all around the edges. So we've got that on. I will come back when it is dry and we have the top coat on it and we're ready to start painting. All right, so these have had sufficient time to dry. Let's start with the black one. I'm gonna zoom this in. So yes, this one here. Look how pretty and sparkly. All right, so we'll start with this nail. Now, the stem on this handle is a little bit short, but not unreasonably so. I would say that I probably have some other polishes with similar handles and possibly even shorter. Get this thing so I can turn my nail. I gotta get to this side of it. Ooh, taking too long and it started to dry. We don't want that, that's not good. Yuck. We are gonna need 2 coats, of course. Let me put some acetone in a bowl. So let's just move on to this nail, because that one was a bit of a mess. Anyway, it does have a flat brush, which I appreciate. I don't really like the round skinny brush, and a lot of polishes are not being made with it anymore, which I appreciate, because it takes so much longer to paint your nails with a round brush. This one just gets them on there. I like that. You can see that sheerness though. That is why it needs the 2 coats. And remember, when you're pushing it up towards the top, to just push. Don't start up there and flood it. Alright, there's our first coat of black. Now we're gonna go in with the gold. Look at that shimmer. I would say the formula on this is really quick drying, because even while I'm just painting, you can tell it's already trying to dry, which is good if you're fast, but maybe not so good if you're not so fast. Alright, so there's our 2 gold nails. I'm going to give these a moment to dry a little bit more, and then we'll go in with our second coat. Look at these light lines. This is irrelevant to what we're doing, but I was just sitting here and noticed them, and I thought it was not only hilarious, because for that to happen, these nails supposed to be really uneven texturally, but also kind of cool to look at. Grab a screenshot and recreate. Alright, these have these have dried down a little bit. They're getting kind of tacky, so we're gonna go in and get us a second coat. That should be dry enough to be able to build on top of it without destroying it. And this is actually going on really well. That is looking nice and opaque. Let's just get this little bit of drizzle off of here. Yeah, so that one actually looks pretty alright. And when I try and look through it, I'm not seeing a whole lot of light. You could do a third coat, but you may not need to. I'm surprised. Maybe I put them on really thin on the swatch. Actually, I can see the see-through on this one. I don't know why that one's different. Maybe because it's smaller. So yeah, they are going to be a little bit sheer. I may end up going in with a third coat, because I think I would like it to be opaque. Also, when you shake it, there's no ball in here. That's interesting. Yeah, on these golds, they definitely stay a lot more see-through, so I will certainly need at least a third layer on that one. Alright, time to wait for this layer to dry. You can see that hollow when I do like this. Alright, let's go ahead and put a third coat and see how that looks. I don't think I can see through it anymore. But let's see if the gold can stand up to that kind of test. Not quite. Like, I feel like it's slightly see-through. Like, you can still see my nail line. But we may have to accept it for what it is, because I don't want to just keep putting layer after layer and hoping for the best. You know, it's the formula that it is, but it's still pretty. Let's go ahead and do this one. That'll do. We're gonna go ahead and let these dry, and then we're gonna do a little bit of nail art with some stones. I'll be right back. Alright, so we're going to go in with a little polish shield before we stick these little stones on so that this can harden. So let's throw that on real quick. My bottles are running out here. Having a hard time getting some. Alright, now we get to wait for this to dry, but that won't take very long. Okay, dry enough to move on. So we're going to go in with 4 rhinestones only. This is like a top coat, and you use it to adhere rhinestones, and it's air dry. So I'm going to put a little bit on a palette, and then I'm going to use this dotting tool to pick up a little bead of it, and I'm going to try and do this while holding my nails like this so you can look. So basically, I usually do this with a brush, but my brush is getting kind of wild. I'm going to put some here, and then use my little wax pencil, grab me a stone, and stick it on. I would like this to be in the center. I think that is the center. And that's how we do it, you know? You put a little bit on, you get you some stones, you put those on too. So let's do that. My little stone pile has been disheveled, unfortunately, but we're gonna do our best. Push that here, and got one for the top. Kind of want those to be lined up a bit symmetrical. We're gonna need a little bit more for one up here. And then we're putting this up here. Yeah, and then I'm gonna duplicate on the bottom. Alright, that's pretty decent. I got some side bits I want to put on as well. And then I'm gonna put that on the other side as well. Ugh, let me turn my finger over like this because it's crunched up. Alright, I think that is looking pretty symmetrical. What do you think? Yeah? I like it. We're going to put a little something something over here too though. Don't forget to clean off your tool from time to time with a little acetone. And you may have to refresh your puddle from time to time as well, because it dries as you're working. This is another one we would like to be in the center. That I am not convinced is the center. Let me move this. I'm going to try and hold this straight so I can look at it. I think the center is more like here, right? Does that seem pretty central? I think so. Alright, so we are going to make a little bit of a sun. Can only do a couple of these at a time though, because I don't want it to dry up too quickly while I haven't had a chance to stick it on. Alright, get us a little sun. And I also have two little stars I want to put on. I'll stick one of them up here and one of them down here. That should be good, eh? I'd say that's pretty cute. That one's a little bit too high. There we go. Yeah. So now we're gonna want to wait for all of this to dry pretty well, and then we're gonna go in and reinforce it. And so that's like when you go around everything with more of this and then, you know, paint it to smooth it out like a top coat. And so I will be right back when we're ready to do that. All right, let's go ahead and finish this up by sealing these in. It is okay if you get on them. Nail polish dries down paper thin, so it's not going to really cause a problem. I wouldn't say glob it on. You know, make an effort to do a good job. You don't need more than you need, but don't worry about it too much. So I am gonna get you some photos as per the usual. I should be inserting some of those around here. You should be able to see them. And tell me, what do you think of these colors, of the finish, of the formula? Have you ever used Saviland polishes? This is my first time. I have some other ones in my wish list that I would like to try, like their glow in the darks. So maybe we'll see, and then if I do, perhaps there will be a video. Can't guarantee yet, 'cause I'm not sure. Definitely do make sure you're subscribed so you're not missing my videos. Make sure you are following my socials so you're not missing the things that I post over there. And leave me a like if you did like this video. The algorithm thanks you, and so do I. And definitely leave me a comment. If you don't know what to comment, just put a sun emoji. And that's pretty much it. It was a short and sweet video. Thank you so much, Saviland. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.